Okay, as requested, a short video about the problems at least I have with the Junkers 52. Especially here about the manifold pressure and the lack of power that results thereof. At first, just to check, have the flight model set to modern. Just gonna switch it around once more so I can save. Now, let's do a flight. Let's go to Roswell. It's the last step point I was at. Just start point. So here we are. As you see, right after the plane loaded in, the manifold pressure kind of went down for whatever reason. I cannot tell. Maybe I'm missing a switch or something. I can't really tell. But I'm gonna go the easy route here and use B to get the altimeter pressure. So I would actually expect to be about 30 inches, and I'm at 26. So I don't really know what's going on here. Let's get the plane started real quick. Carry on the beacon. And I know I'm not following proper procedure here, but just to get going quickly. Start this. Now, please don't mind my flying. As I said, it's not about the proper procedures, and it's just about the lack of power. So now, when I advance throttles to full power, I will only get up to about 27 inches of manifold pressure, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna get. And I also have the problem now if I take off. And it's a parking brake. As you can see, it's gonna get the flaps down to the starting position. Let's taxi to any runway actually. Or pitch forward. Just don't report me to the bay. just the lights going on. Now, as I said, flaps are still set for takeoff. Trim is actually neutral. I know you're supposed to trim up a little bit, but just let this thing get going. Full power. As you can see, the engines are as open as they can be. They still only go up to 25 inches of manifold pressure. Get them up a bit, and I'm actually just gonna accelerate to rotate speed. And we are off. Now I can't reduce power anymore, or even pull back the props, because everything I do will just lead in me going down. To going down, just gonna raise the flaps now and get them to the normal position for cruise flight. And actually you're supposed to climb out at 150. So now I'm gonna go for 150, and if I try to trim for 150, that's the second problem I encountered. I can trim all the way up, as you can see there, and the plane, if I let go of the controls, it's now trimmed all the way up. The plane will still move down. So I don't know if that's real or not, but it feels kind of weird. Every time I want to fly, I have to fly with a lot of back pressure if I want to climb, because the trim just doesn't work. So I'm just gonna put my needle back on the stick now. And yeah, so the trim seems rather of little effect. Let's just go for level flight now. Remember, this is still full power. There's nothing more than I can get out of the airplane. And we are barely getting over in level flight over the maneuver speed. So this is way below what I would expect. And as soon as I pull back the props, for example, to reasonable, like 2000 RPM, start losing speed. Of course I will, because I can't get any more full pressure. So I don't know actually what's wrong. As you can see, temperatures, everything is in the green. Carburetor, everything's in the green. I'm really at a loss here. And you can see that the fuel pressure is barely coming up, and it doesn't matter if I turn on the fuel pump or not. The temperatures are rather at the low end of the spectrum, and that's all the performance I'm going to get out of the plane. Which kind of seems odd to me, considering that, checking the weights, we are at 50% fuel and barely any payload. So yeah. Any input is appreciated. I know the takeoff procedure was abbreviated. Leaning the engine in whatever which way doesn't do much good. I don't feel any increase in power. And yeah, as I said, any input is greatly appreciated. I would expect something about like 130 knots, 140 knots to come out of full power plane. That we are not even at that high altitude. It's like 4,500 feet. And that concludes it. If you have any more questions, please let me know. I will gladly do another video on the plane. I really like it actually from a visual standpoint, but this, as I said, seems rather odd to me. Thanks for watching.